L-ewwel persuni fit-tank għal din il-ġimgħa huma Joaquin Pinto Ferrand u Juan Manuel Rui li se jippreżentaw il-proġett tagħhom PISC.
Hello, Sharks.
Hello, Sharks.
How are you? It's great to be back again.
Great to have you back.
Thank you. My name is Joaquin. I'm from Peru.
I'm Juan from Colombia, and we're co-founders of Boom Studies. Our mission is to empower global leaders through international education.
So we were here for season 2, and we got great feedback from you. So we've incorporated it, and we are here to present you with a great investment opportunity.
So we are looking to fundraise 250,000 euros for 10% of our new company. And welcome to PISC. PISC is an AI personalized concierge that supports international students across the whole student journey.
So let me tell you a bit about my personal journey when I was 17 years old. So picture me in the mountains of Peru, right? I wanted to go to France, and I had all the struggle looking into visa information in French. That was something very difficult. And when I went to my student agency, they didn't know anything about Poitiers, the small town I was supposed to get into. So real thing is that I jump on in a plane, then train, I arrive with 2 big suitcases, but I had no accommodation. So it was very difficult for me at the beginning, and I didn't know who to trust, how to avoid scams, etc. So I wish I had some help at that time.
That's why we have conceived PISC, an AI-powered one-stop shop platform that helps international students to choose everything they need in a very easy way.
So picture me in my mountain in Peru, right? But this time I have PISC. So I can log in very easily and then browse through all the information about my destination in my native language. And I can also browse about the different courses, accommodation, insurance, everything that I need. I get a budget, and then very easily I can book, pay, and get feedback from the community, right? And it's not just intended for one single Peruvian boy, but for 8 million international students that travel abroad every year. This is a huge market. It can have a very important social impact. It's a $430 billion market that doubles every 10 years.
Our business model is a B2B solution that is based in everything that we have been done working with educational agents in the country of origins and all local providers in the country of destinations. Obviously, everything to our own network. So we want to create a centralized tool where agents can increase the lifetime cycle value 10 times more, and the international students can choose everything they want in a very easy way, and we earn money through transactions.
So this is a very scalable model, and that's how we have conceived the scale-up. We want to start it here in Malta, and that's why you Sharks are so important for this. Of course, we are already working here, but with your network and the services that you are providing, we can prove the model here, then scale it to Canada, where we have a company, we have a subsidiary company of Boom there in Canada. Boom will provide 29% of the transactions needed for the MVP to be validated. So this means a lot less risk for you as investors.
We have calculated the terminate value, taking into consideration 2 things: a steadily growth rate of 12%, that it's conservative for a scale-up like this.
This is the dream team that will make it happen. Of course, there is Juan and myself, but we are also bringing 2 senior leaders to the organization. Tom, who is based in the United States, he's advisor of Fortune 100 companies. He has raised millions of dollars for scale-ups, and he's a serial fundraiser. And Martin, he is one of our shareholders, and he is a CTO, a co-founder of Movipium, Portugal-based company. They are both from the computer science background. So this is a really winning team. And we just wanted to thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions, we are more than happy to answer them.
I love your enthusiasm, you know. You were great last year, you're great again this year. But it will be very hard for you to convince me that, you know, you couldn't research that little village in France where you were going to go and sort yourself out just using Google?
I'll be more than happy to answer this question because we've been working for the past 4 years with this market. In Google, you can find some things, but it's very difficult for you to trust someone to take care of your kids in the countries of destination, and this is something that we experience every day.
Wouldn't the school be the trusted partner that I will look for? Because one day I'm sure I'm going to invest in you two guys, but I'm trying to find, because I really...
And the trust issue that you speak about is not solved by the platform either, because they don't know who the service providers are. How do you trust what you see on a platform anyway?
That's a good question. And in fact, 60% of the market, of the total students market, goes through traditional agents. The student can have access to all the ancillary services that the platform gives, and the traditional agents can earn 10 times more.
We incorporate service providers. So if you are a housing service provider, you are incorporated. If you're a school, you are incorporated. If you're an insurance provider, you're incorporated.
Yeah, but they have to pay you a fee.
It's
So
a
it's
commission
cutting
transaction.
cutting from their...
transaction.
It's a commission.
But it's cutting from their income, so I don't see why I would pay you as somebody who's providing accommodation for you to put me up on your platform when I...
That's our business model. That's what we do. That's our current business model with Boom. We have been generating 2 million euros of revenue this year. This is what we do.
You made 2 million in revenue?
Yes.
And profit?
Yes. I mean, we have been investing a lot, but for the past 3 years, 2 years have been profitable for the company.
How much profit? What percentage? What's your...
Oh, it's a startup, so it's just 10% to start it with the profit.
But what is all this cost going towards? If you make 2 million in revenue and you have a platform, why the cost is so high?
The platform is the idea that we want to develop. So we are actually currently a traditional model. And this is a solution for the traditional model.
This is the scale-up.
This is the scale.
Okay, but then you can't say you have 2 million euros if the...
No. It was just answering, just answering your question about...
Yeah, but my question was based on this, on the platform, not on your past business.
This is on their existing Boom.
But what they're going to do is actually digitize their current business model.
Okay.
They're going to replace bums on seats with, what's it called?
Boom studies.
PISC.
Okay, so run us through the cost, because I'm not understanding why the cost is so high.
The cost
at the moment.
of the platform or at the
moment? No, of the business.
Because we have a lot of people in customer care, so you have to employ a lot of people. And
how many people? How many people are employed?
We are 40.
We're 40 people.
Yes, 40
with a revenue of 2 million.
Yes.
What was the request again?
It's 250,000 per them. So they're valuing the business 2.5 million. I really like you guys, but I'm not convinced of the business model. So I'm going to white flag from me. I'm out.
What are you going to do with the 250,000?
So basically, we're going to invest the 250,000 in 85% will invest in the development of the solution and the hiring the proper staff.
How long can it sustain with this 250,000?
We have the first phase of the scale-up is 6 months for the development of the MVP. Then we start generating revenues. Boom is the first client of that. Then it gets sustainable. And in the first year, when we scale it to Canada, we need to fundraise extra money for the scale-up phase, of course, but then the model has already been proved because we have an MVP. So the valuation is a lot more.
You are valuing this company at 2.5 million euros. When you still have to develop this company, so it's a pre-seed, right? So it's not a startup or a growth process. You're going into pre-seed again. Am I right? Am I understanding well?
It would be a bit different since we already have the first client for the MVP. That means...
But it's yourself. The same client will be yourself. Why you are not roping them together?
If they rope in Boom, which is generating a revenue, an existing revenue of 2 million, and leaving an EBITDA of 200,000, it's a no-brainer, I think. It's interesting.
Your return is still going to come.
You have to revisit the valuation.
The valuation, yes.
Would you be interested to have this proposal on the table?
Can we...
You can think about it.
You can think about it, but...
So you have to come again next year.
No, we want a deal now.
Anna, how much? 250 for how much percent?
10%.
For 10.
And it's 10%, huh?
have to take 25.
At least.
Can you let us know if this is something which we can consider? You mentioned Australia before,
Canada.
Australia is one of the markets that
but
we...
a subsidiary. You mentioned a subsidiary.
Canada. Yes.
It's operative already.
Yes.
And what is it generating in Canada?
Canada, we just started this year, and it is this past month it was selling like 150,000 or something.
In 1 month.
Last month, yes, in
In 1 month.
November.
And it's yours as well.
Yes.
It is part of the group.
Who is the shareholder of this group?
You too.
One third, and we have 1/3 made from investors.
So 33% each.
32.75.
Exactly, something, okay. But we would be tapping into this percentage, right? If we invest.
They would be diluted then, yeah. 33% of the company is owned by third-party investors, right?
Yes, sir.
250,000 euros is not a lot of money. Why aren't they putting it in themselves?
Because we just acquired another agency. So we are not just in the Latin American market, but now we are in the French market as well. So we just invested a lot to double our numbers in the traditional model.
I think we'll need a day with you guys, because every time I ask a question, something new crops up.
Exactly.
Now it's
Exactly.
Latin America. Huh?
Exactly.
They have a lot of
And
energy.
So I
there's
think
a lot that we're not seeing. We need to have a clear picture of, especially the cost,
I think
a coherent.
carving out sort of the risky investment out of the, more lucrative, or at least the ones that are currently generating money, is the same mistake they made last year, no? Yeah? Yeah. I'm out. But good luck, guys. You will make it big.
I wouldn't call it a mistake. I
No,
would
no,
say
it's-
I agree with Alex, and also for that reason, I lack of visibility, lack of understanding more, and accept having this potential with not so many numbers which are concise, I would opt out. But yeah, I really have full admiration for you guys.
From the beginning, I didn't really understand the need for the service anyway, so no, lo siento mucho, le deseo lo mejor.
Thank you.
You got me a bit excited myself at the beginning, and this is why I try to incorporate both companies. But now you're mentioning other investments, this and that. It gets a bit scary. I'm seeing you a bit all over the place. You're just trying to fish, catch, and if you manage to catch. And then in the end, it's the investment of my money. No, I'm going to have to skip this myself.
Can you let me know a bit the turnover of the group? Because I cannot understand
Yes.
what your group is generating in revenue in a year,
Yes.
2
so
million, he said.
that's
including Canada.
yes.
Next year, the projections, it's 4.5 million.
But what's the profit of that company you're acquiring?
It was about 30% of their.
EBITDA?
30% because it's French market. I mean, Europeans pays more.
We would be very happy to have a participation in the scale-up and in the local business here in Malta, Boom Malta, which is the company that has been operating for the past 4 years. And for sure, from there, we can consider to venture ourselves into other space. So our decision is that we would be very happy to incorporate you in the scale-up and Boom Malta.
For 30% of...
For what percentage?
No, he has to make the offer
Exactly. So you are requesting 250K
for the scale-up, yes.
for the scale up. No, I can offer the same amount of money, but for 30%, 33% of the whole group of company. Boom Malta, Boom Canada, and the new venture.
We have a challenge in that proposal because an investor already invests in us.
It's too low for us. But it's too low for us.
No, I appreciate.
But we are
It's your company.
we are grateful for the offer, really. But it is truly low because we have been incorporating investors over the past years, and the rates are not those. We cannot deceive our investors as well.
Yes, yes.
Yes, of course.
I think if you were in that position.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's why I mentioned it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much
Okay.
for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you.
much.
Good luck.
Thank
Thank
you.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I try to.
I wouldn't have minded you to be 1/3.
By 1/3, it would be a good investment, yeah. But you would dilute the other investors.
It was so great. as we had an offer. So we are very happy about what we did. We really believe in our company, we really believe in our values. So for me, I mean, that some investor came here and offered us a deal, you know, for us is very important.
Yes, and it's very good to see that we're generating interest and you know, among the entrepreneurial life here in Malta. So we feel great. It's always good to come back.